Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between whispering forests and ancient secrets, there lived a young woman named Adana. She was gentle in nature and loved by everyone, with one exception: her mother-in-law, Madame Nolly, whose heart was colder than a night without fire. From the very day Adana married her son, Madame Nolly felt a bitter seed of jealousy take root. She saw the villagers' deep respect for Adana and feared it would overshadow her own standing in the community. Her kindness felt like a threat, a light that exposed Madame Nolly's own darkness. So, one fateful morning, with a voice as sweet as honey but laced with hidden poison, she called Adana to her. She ordered her to travel to the Forbidden River, a place no one in the village dared to go. She claimed the ancestors were demanding a special sacrifice, and that only Adana in her purity could deliver it. A chill ran through the village at this command. Everyone knew the legends of the Forbidden River. It was a place of no return, where vengeful spirits were said to drag the living into the murky depths, their souls lost forever. But Adana, being obedient and trusting, simply nodded. She took the small, heavy basket Madame Nolly gave her and set out alone on the long, dangerous path. As she walked, an eerie silence fell over the forest. The birds stopped their singing, and the wind seemed to whisper warnings through the rustling leaves. But Adana, with a steady heart, kept going. She walked for hours, her determination unwavering, until she finally reached the riverbank. The water didn't look dark and menacing as the story suggested. Instead, it shimmered with an unnatural, ethereal glow. Taking a deep breath, she placed the basket down at the water's edge, ready to fulfill her duty. But the moment the basket touched the ground, the river began to swirl, not with a fearsome current, but with a vortex of brilliant blue light. And from the center of this light, a tall, shimmering figure rose from the water. Its form was like woven moonlight, and it spoke in a voice as soft and gentle as summer rain. The spirit looked at Adana and said, "Your heart is pure, and your silent suffering has reached our realm. You were sent here to perish, but you shall not die. Instead, you shall rise with blessings." At the spirit's words, the basket Madame Nolly had packed, which was filled with heavy stones meant to weigh Adana down and pull her into the river, began to transform. Before her very eyes, the dull gray rocks turned into gleaming gold coins, rare sparkling gems, and the finest, most intricate jewelry she had ever seen. The spirit spoke again. "Take these riches and return home. Your unwavering kindness has earned you this fortune. It is a reward for the goodness you have shown, even in the face of cruelty." Trembling with awe and gratitude, Adana thanked the spirit. She carefully lifted the basket, now heavy not with stones, but with unimaginable wealth. The journey back felt different. The sun seemed to shine brighter, and the birds sang her a joyful chorus. When she arrived back in the village, a collective gasp rippled through the crowd. The villagers gathered around, their eyes wide with disbelief as she recounted the miraculous story of what had happened at the Forbidden River. Her husband, overjoyed and relieved, ran to her and embraced her tightly. But across the square, Madame Nolly's face twisted into a mask of shock and furious envy. She had sent Adana to her death, certain she would never return. To see her not only alive but blessed with such wealth was a blow she could not bear. The village erupted in celebration. They hailed Adana as a hero, the chosen one favored by the powerful river spirits. Her name was on everyone's lips, her story a testament to her pure heart. Madame Nolly, however, was consumed by a different fire: greed. Blinded by her desire for the same riches, she secretly prepared a basket of her own. Under the cloak of dusk, she rushed to the Forbidden River, her heart pounding with avarice. She stood at the water's edge and arrogantly demanded that the spirits bless her too. The river swirled once more, but this time, the light was gone. A vortex of churning darkness appeared, and the spirit rose from the depths, its form now imposing and its voice like thunder. "Greed brings no fortune," it boomed. Before Madame Nolly could scream or turn to run, the dark water surged, pulling her in with an unstoppable force. She vanished beneath the surface and was never seen again. Adana, now free from the years of cruelty and blessed with great wealth, did not hoard her fortune. She used it to uplift her entire community. She funded the digging of new wells so everyone had fresh water. She established a home to feed and care for the village orphans, and she worked tirelessly to restore peace and prosperity to the land she loved. And so, the girl who was sent to die at the Forbidden River returned not only alive but rich in both heart and fortune. Her story became a powerful lesson, proving that true kindness walks with unseen guardians, and that evil, in the end, will always meet its own shadow. This tale of Adana and the Forbidden River was passed down from generation to generation, a timeless reminder to all who heard it that no amount of darkness can ever truly extinguish a heart that is filled with light. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales from around the world. We'll see you next time.